Hi guys, it has been a while since I last uploaded a video on YouTube, but I'm back and this time I have for you some awesome tips and tricks on the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. If you follow this channel, you know that I am a huge Galaxy Note series fan. I have uploaded lots of videos on Galaxy Note devices like Note 2, Note 3, Note 4, Note 5, 2 videos on Note 7 before the fiasco, and I'm telling you guys, this Note 8 is the best among all. There are so many nice features. This phone is sharp on the outside and also on the inside. The software is now matured and all the unnecessary features are removed. So without any further ado, let's get started with this tips and tricks video series episode number 1. The first thing I want to talk about is the always on display, and obviously you guys know about this, but it's actually more useful than you think it is. You can share or pin different notifications or reminders. For example, you can pin a YouTube video link on your always on display to check out later. Just click on the share icon and you will get the always on display option. So click here and you will get the preview. Now the content will be shown for 10 minutes and it will be minimized to a bubble. You can double click on the bubble once again to show the content on the always on display for another 10 minutes. It's like snoozing your alarm. This is the notification that you need to watch this video, but you can snooze or double click here to minimize this into a notification bubble. Let me also show you how you can pin your reminders. There I have the reminder application on the home screen, which you will not get by default. I will talk more about the reminder feature on the episode number 2 or 3. Now let's create a reminder and save it. Now if you want to put this reminder on your always on display, you will find the option on the menu. Here is the preview, so this will be on your always on display for 10 minutes, then it will be converted into a bubble. But as you know, you can always double click on the notification bubbles on your always on display to check the notifications without even unlocking the device or turning on the display. So this feature is one of the best features of this Galaxy Note 8. You must already know there are lots of themes available on the Galaxy theme store, and if you double click on the image or face widget, you get your music controller and also your events notification, your alarm, etc. Now there is a very nice handy trick I have for you guys. On the always on display, you will also see the home button. If you double tap this icon without hard pressing, you can actually open the camera. So don't put pressure, just touch twice and you will get the camera without even turning on the display. So this is the fastest way to turn on the camera, but of course you can double press the power key to get the camera, as you know. I will show you how to enable this feature later, but if you hard press on this home icon, you can practically unlock your Galaxy Note 8 if there is no password. Right now I have the iris scanner enabled, so hard pressing on the home icon will bypass the lock screen and unlock the phone right away. This is one of the best features of the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. All the smartphones, especially the upcoming iPhone X, should have this feature. You won't have to reach out for the power key, and of course you don't have to swipe on the lock screen to reveal the unlocking pattern or enable the iris scanner. It's like the old fingerprint scanner on the home button. Now I don't know why this feature is not enabled by default. You need to check this option to get it enabled. Now if you're not a previous Samsung user, you can actually swap the back key and the recent key, that is the app switcher. Now from your lock screen and security setting, you can enable or disable your always on display. You can put your photo, your company logo or your emergency contact information on the always on display. The double tap home button to quick launch the camera feature is here, and you can download the always on display themes from the Samsung theme store. Now I think one of the greatest features of Samsung devices is the link sharing option. If you are a Samsung user, even if you are using an S8 or S8 Plus, you should know about this. You can share files or media in original quality without any compression, up to 2 GB per day. A single file can be as big as 1 GB, so you can send or share a whole movie with your friends. It's a very simple process. Just use the link sharing to upload the media or file into the Samsung server, and a link will be provided to you, which you can share with your friends using a simple text message. You can also share the link on social media and anybody with the link can check your video or audio file or your document. To prevent misuse, you can also create a temporary access code for people you want to share the file with, and one thing you need to remember, the file will be deleted from the Samsung server after 24 hours. So obviously this is a much better option compared to emails or WhatsApp. There is no compression involved, so no quality loss, and you also don't need Google Drive. The receiving device need not to be a Samsung smartphone. In fact, you can download the file from your desktop, and as you can see, the file has been uploaded into the Samsung server and has been sent to my another number. So let's try to open the link and download the file. This is how the link looks, and you also get the expiry date, which is 24 hours from now. So let's click on this link and see what happens. Well, there might be some issue. Let's reload, and there you go. The 9 MB file is being downloaded. Well, it's ready, and this is how you can send any media using a text message without any complexity. So this is beyond doubt one of the best features of Samsung devices. Now, if you wish to delete the file from the Samsung server immediately, you can also do that. Now let's talk about the standard feature of this Galaxy Note 8, that is the S Pen. You must already know this basic stuff, like while pressing and holding the S Pen button, if you double tap on the screen, you get the S Note or simply Note, and you can take notes right away whenever you need. And while hovering the S Pen, if you press on the button, you get the air command wheel. It works almost anywhere and anytime. So there is basically no need of this floating icon of the air command wheel. You can disable this icon from the settings menu. Now there are few things I want to show you here. For example, there is live message, which you must already know. It just records the message or drawing up to 15 seconds, so you can send an animated message or live annotation on an image or your map screenshot. So it looks quite cool and might be very handy for presentations. It's a new feature on this Note 8. Other than that, there are few more which are very handy, especially this translate tool is the most handy, I think. Just hover your S Pen over any word on the screen, you get the translation on the air view pop up, and you can even check the pronunciation on the go. It works almost anywhere on the phone, so it's so handy, and if you're trying to learn some language, this is the perfect tool. Now, it's currently English to Spanish, but it supports almost all the popular languages. Let me quickly show you the languages supported. You can pause anywhere and check. Next, let's talk about the Bixby Vision. Though I think it's still in beta, it's actually quite cool. With this, you can search for products online just by hovering your S Pen over a picture, and for example, your friend just got a nice shoe or bag, just take a picture of it and try Bixby Vision. Of course, Bixby Vision is still not that much advanced, but it's getting better day by day, and since Samsung has put a dedicated key for Bixby on the Note 8 and on the S8, I think they have some big plans, and I'm really quite optimistic about this feature. Next, let's talk about the glance feature, which is a nice tool for multitasking. For example, while browsing the web or writing a note, you need the dictionary or the calculator on the go. You can actually minimize the application into a small thumb, and just by hovering the S Pen, you can expand it. It minimizes automatically when you move away the S Pen from the display. Let's now briefly talk about Smart Select. You basically take a screenshot and you crop it. You can extract the text, so copying anything from the web is not an issue even if it's copy protected, and you can also auto select the image to make it transparent. It's a magnetic tool and works perfectly. You can of course write, draw or annotate, give instructions on the map or annotate an image. As you know, in standby mode, when you remove the S Pen, you get the writing pad so that you can take quick notes. But what if your S Pen is already removed? Just hover your S Pen on the screen and tap on the button of your S Pen. That is, when the screen is on, this will bring you the air command wheel, and when the screen is off, you get the drawing board. Now when the screen is off and your phone is just lying on the table or sofa, you want to check your notifications, just wave your hand over the top part, that is the proximity sensor. You can have a quick glance of your notifications. Since there is no push button home key on this Note 8, this feature might be very useful. To enable, just go to your settings menu, then accessibility, dexterity and interaction, easy screen turn on. Smart alert is another way you can tell whether you have any pending notifications. When you pick up your phone will vibrate if you have any new notifications, so you don't have to even look at the device. This feature is enabled by default. Now when your phone is charging using a cable or a dock, you get some screensaver option, and the interesting part is some third-party applications like Epic Geek supports this screensaver, so you get this type of animated slideshow or simply your gallery images. In fact, some live wallpapers also supports this, like Flames Free is a nice wallpaper you can try on your Note 8 or any Android device because this is not a Samsung exclusive feature. To enable and set your screensaver, check your display setting. Under the display settings, you will also find block accidental touches option, which will prevent the screen from detecting touch when your phone is in your pocket or bag. There are few more things I want to talk about. For example, under lock screen and security option, you will get this Find My Mobile, which can track your device remotely and control the content, like you can delete your private data, and this also helps when you forget your unlocking method. Now the iris scanner or the fingerprint sensor is not only for unlocking the device. You can log into your favorite sites like Facebook, Instagram, your Twitter or Gmail accounts, your Samsung accounts using biometrics. So no need to remember all these passwords. You can even use your own signature using the S Pen. One thing you need to remember, web login feature is supported only on the Samsung Internet web browser. Well, there are two more tricks I have for you today. Well, you must have noticed the emergency call option on your unlocking pattern. When you click it, you can make emergency calls, and if you have already added your emergency contact numbers, you can call your favorite contacts or your friends and family even without unlocking the device. And the thing is, the phone remains locked, so if you're lending this device to your friends or family, they cannot access your private data. This page shows your medical conditions like your blood type, your medications, etc. So let me show you how to set this up. After getting your Note 8, this is one of the first things you should do. Well, first of all, search for the contacts application. You can use the search bar. So let's try, and there you go. When it's ready, check the menu, then groups, IC, and add the contacts you want to add to your emergency contact list. That is, just tap on the plus icons. The emergency medical information is right at the top. Now the last trick for the lock screen is the direction lock. It's another way you can unlock your device. It's more interesting and secure than your pattern password. Just swipe on the screen in different directions from 6 to 8. It looks quite cool actually. To enable this feature, just go to your settings menu, then accessibility, direction lock. As I just shown you, you can swipe up, down, left or right from 6 to 8 directions. So if you like it, you can use this as your backup password instead of the pattern password. Guys, we are at the end of this episode 1. I have shown you mostly the lock screen features I like and also some S Pen features. On my next episode, I will show you more in-depth and more interesting features on the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. So don't forget to subscribe and keep in touch. This is Sukesh signing off. Have a nice day.